To be honest, I really don't know how to start this video. I've been kind of on a hiatus again for a couple of months, and it's really hard for me to fake enthusiasm. So if I don't really seem into it, it's kind of because I'm not, but I still want to put the effort in, and I have been dying to make a video for quite some time. So let's go ahead and talk about Batman Hush. So Batman Hush is essentially the direct translation from the comic. Warner Brothers Animation has concocted and added a bunch of new stuff based on the Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee comic from 2002, 2003, somewhere in that range. One of my favorite comics because it involves a lot of the Rogues Gallery, and it's just really, really good. It involves some Justice League members and various things, twists and turns that happen. And this version essentially takes all of that and just drops it on the floor and watches it splat. It's really, really bad. I really did not like Batman Hush. This was one of the adaptations I was really looking forward to. It's one of the few comics that I was like, yes, this is a translation that I really want to see. It's got all the makings to be a perfect animated movie, and they just let it fall flat. They really focused on this Batman-Catwoman relationship that really fell flat, and I didn't give a damn about the entire time. It just wasn't a good time to watch. If you know if you've read the comic beforehand, there's this sort of big twist, which is essentially that Hush is Batman's longtime friend. They kind of twist that even here, which was kind of nice because in the comic it was very apparent very early on in the comic. But luckily in this one they kind of derailed that a little bit. Didn't make Thomas Elliot the main Hush villain. They did a little bit of a different twist. I don't want to spoil it for you, but actually this twist was the most interesting part of the entire movie for me, was that big dramatic change from the comic. Everything else was really boring. Bane felt boring. Poison Ivy felt boring. When she's controlling Superman felt boring. The Batman and Catwoman dynamic completely fell flat. It just really wasn't that entertaining for me, and it was really disappointing because it was that comic that I was really looking forward to, which makes me concerned because Injustice is one that I feel like really needs an animated feature and can go on for several movies, but I think it would fall flat if they tried to translate it. Now, it's not to say that there isn't some positives in here. The animation is pretty cool. Some of the fight scenes and like the chases are a little bit more interesting than the rest of it, but a lot of it's just talking, which is kind of boring when we need a little bit more action. So when we finally get that action towards the end, I'm like, yes, this is what I was looking for with this big dramatic twist that kind of came out of left field. It was actually a lot more interesting than what happens in the comic, which is one of those rare moments that an animated movie can actually do that. Take a little bit more liberty and change that small little detail and make it 10 times more interesting, which was the most, again, interesting part about the animated movie. The rest of it just really fell flat for me. The voice acting was okay, but really there's nothing special about this movie, which is really sucks, not only because I was looking forward to it, but when they had something great like Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that recently came out that I did a review for a couple months ago, back when I was trying to get back into it again, that last round. But yeah, that was just way better, and I didn't even read the comic for that one or anything. I just kind of went in with it, and just the way they mishmashed a lot of the things that were happening between the two franchises was pretty awesome. In this one, they had the exact source material. They could take it word for word. They could do it panel for panel, and they completely screwed it up. And I was just really disappointed. I don't recommend buying it. I'd recommend watching it if you're a fan of the comic, but don't bother wasting your money buying it. Thankfully, I was able to watch it without having to fully purchase it. It was more just like a rental, so I was able to see it. But it's worth a watch only if you're a fan of the comic. Otherwise, completely skip Batman Hush. So those are my thoughts on Batman Hush. If you guys have seen it, make sure you let me know down in the comment section down below. What did you think of it? Did you think it was a good adaptation of the comic? Did you think it was bad like I thought it was? Let me know. Love to hear your thoughts. Other than that, that's all I have for now. I do have a couple of videos where I'm just going to be randomly blabbing for a little while coming out soon. Not necessarily like a rant or anything like that, but I'm going to go make some like tier maker things and just sort of sort stuff and see where the video takes me. I don't know what that series is going to be, how long it's going to be, or what I'm even going to talk about during the entire time. But I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to try a little bit different style than what I've done before. Kind of like not necessarily a let's play. You've seen the videos. Just look up tier maker on YouTube and you guys will find the kind of videos I'm probably going to try and do. But other than that, that's all I have for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have stuck around this long or even watch any of my videos, thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it, and I hope to see you in the next one.